Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Chris, here with a review of Kamen Rider Zi-O Episode 4, the second and last part of the XA tribute episodes. So starting off, continuing from the previous episode, Zi-O and Geiz are met by XA himself, Emu Hojo, who transforms and confronts the two. But before anything else can happen, new best girl Timejacker Ora appears, resurrects another Xaid, disappears and forces everyone else out of the unbeatable game and back into the real world, where Xaid proceeds to forget everything. Geiz decides to go back to 2016 to permanently defeat another Xaid, while Zi-O does stuff, essentially. So just as an episode by itself, it was an okay episode. Not too good, not too bad. Okay-ish, generic episode. But the main highlight I would give this episode is that it does a better job serving as a tribute to a Kamen Rider series than the One for Build ever did. The One for Build was essentially just a two-part introduction to Zi-O that had cameos from the two riders from the previous season. Essentially, that's what it was. It didn't celebrate any motifs, themes, or anything about the characters from Build. It just had the characters, and that was it. While this one, the Xaid one, it kind of did in a way celebrate Xaid, especially about Emu. He is a guy that will always put his patients first. He always wants to save and protect them. Wants to see that they're happy. All of that. A main part of Xaid's character, essentially, throughout from Kamen Rider Xaid. And this was shown very well in the episode. And I do appreciate when Geiz goes back in time, it actually shows what point in time he went back to. He actually goes back to the events of the second episode of Xaid. Right near the end, after Brave makes his full debut in his level 2 form and defeats the Arambura Bugster. So I do like, hopefully we get to see that a little bit more, just like a callback. You know, time-wise, we get a referencing of like what point in time they go to, instead of just let's just assume. Everyone else will have to assume what point in time they'll go there, what time they're going to. I mean, so overall, it was an okay episode. The characters, Geiz, Tsukuyomi, Woz, and the two Timejackers we have, they're still the most interesting part of this series. Sogo is developing, but he's still bland. I know it's only the first 4 episodes. You're not gonna get a huge character change with him, but all his character is just, I am going to be a king, and that's essentially what it is. Like I said before, this does a better job as a tribute. But I do like, not only is it a kind of a tribute to the character, it's not just a tribute to like themes of the character, also themes of the show and all that. So with like Xaid, Zi-O does his own version of Xaid's catchphrase, I'll clear this with no continues. Every time he hits another Xaid, it comes up with his version of like the hit icon. Instead of saying it in English, it's said in Japanese, and either I think it was kanji or katakana or whatever. I do appreciate those kind of like little references. But so far, it's an okay episode. It's an okay-ish series to start with. It will take time to develop. Hopefully, it gets into its own plot soon. Next episode should be interesting. It's a Forze-centric tribute, and I say centric because the main characters from Kamen Rider Fi's Takumi and Kusaka, Faiz and Kaisa, respectively, apparently are going to be in the episode. So I don't know if it's a Forze / Faiz tribute, but from the majority of the previews, it's going to be a Forze episode, and it will be the first one where the main lead, in this case Forze, Gentaro Kusaragi, the actor will not be appearing, most likely because of scheduling. So they do have Chuta, their faculty advisor from the series, and two of the characters from the Wizard Forze team-up film, Movie War Ultimatum. Two of those characters will appear, so we'll wait and see. But for now, that's it for this episode, for this video. I'll see you all next time.